When I leave Buster home alone, he urinates all over my furniture, over my cushions, my buffets, on my coffee table. Just come wee for England.
Buster also regularly cocks his leg on his housemate, Morgan.
He's done it on her head, on her face, on her back.
But it gets worse when he's home alone, because he'll go on a one-dog mission to hunt out food and stuff his face.
He's stolen my nice joint of beef out of my oven.
You never know what you're going to come back to.
Oh no, Buster.
See what your dad's doing?
Yeah, clean up after you again.
Despite his bad behaviour, Buster gets spoiled rotten.
When it comes to discipline, Natalie's not very strict at all with Buster.
No.
And he's only got to look at her with those little puppy dog eyes and all is forgiven.
When I'm eating, I will always give him some of my food.
Okay, come on.
He has chocolate. Before bed, he has a bowl of Horlicks. He's my boy, and, you know, if I can give him anything in the world, then I will.
Victoria's about to discover how this tearaway terrier gets his kicks.
Hello! Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
If you take me through the reasons why you've got me here.
When we go out, he urinates all over the house. Also steals food. If I've got any food on my work surfaces or in my oven.
He opens your oven.
He opens the oven, yeah.
How long has it been going on for?
I think most of his life.
Now, what are we going to do about your peeing, mister?
After 7 years of Buster weeing every single time she goes out, Natalie's perfected a damage limitation routine.
The first thing we do is put up these chairs, because he does wee on here. I remove these because he urinates on these all the time. And the 4 cushions as well. I used to leave them in here, but I'm fed up of keep chucking them in the washing machine. I move anything off this coffee table as well. The bin's got to be moved up onto here. If he does get the bin down, he will tip it over, get all the rubbish out, and then wee all over whatever. He wees on my microwave, my cooker, anything.
He wees on your microwave?
He's weed on my microwave, he's weed on my cooker.
How do you correct him?
I don't.
You don't correct him?
No.
Victoria can't quite believe what she's hearing, and to get a true picture of Buster's mischievous behaviour, decides to set up some CCTV.
Desperately wants that food up there. How's he going to get up? He's opening a drawer. I do not believe it. I do not believe it.
Oh God, look at it.
What's he doing
Michael.
now? I'm just so shocked.
On the bread bin. Oh, he's on the...
He just peed on the bread bin.
On the bread bin.
Yeah.
When a dog pees when you go out, it's normally some sort of anxiety.
Yeah.
This dog does not look anxious whatsoever. He is weeing to Mark.
Really?
Yep.
Back inside, Natalie and Dave begin the daily routine of mopping up.
Oh, Lord.
I'm amazed that you have put up with this for so long.
Because I love him so much and he's everything to me. I just get on with it.
If you haven't given your dog any direction in its life, then you can't expect it to behave.
I know it's my fault. I think this is the first time I've really admitted it, that, I am to blame.
I think you're the centre of his world. Like he's the centre of yours.
Yeah.
But that's just the problem.
Yeah.
It's dinner time for Buster and Morgan.
Have you ever thought what it must be like to eat dry food all the time?
It must be horrible.
If a dog's diet is more varied,
Yeah.
then maybe they're less likely to scavenge.
Most probably, yeah. For bedtimes, they have a bowl of Horlicks each.
Why do they have Horlicks?
It says aids restful sleep.
Did they sleep well before you gave them the drink?
Yeah, they had no problem.
Yeah, figures.
They do prefer Horlicks than hot chocolate.
You give them hot chocolate. Cocoa powder is extremely dangerous for dogs.
Really?
There's a chemical in it called theobromine. It can cause vomiting and diarrhea, and it can send the dog into shock. And there have been incidences where dogs have died. They should never be fed chocolate at all, under any circumstances, at any time.
Victoria's seen enough. It's time to lay it on the line.
Dogs need boundaries to feel secure. He has no boundaries in the house. Another thing is that you anthropomorphise your dog. That is, you put human qualities onto your dog. And I need to get to the bottom of the reason why you're doing it, because believe me, this is more about training you than training Buster.
I think I know what the problem is. Buster is my baby substitute.
Yeah.
I can't have children. So I think I've put all that...
Into Buster, all that love into Buster?
Yeah. I treat him like a baby.
I know.
It's only because you love him so much.
I know. And you know what? I'm not going to come here and say you can't love your dog. I'm not going to say that. And I'm going to come here and say, look, I want to try and make it better. I want to stop the peeing. I want you to enjoy him a bit more rather than, you know, having to come back and see that there's pee everywhere. Buster's 7 years old. So we have to work really hard in order to change the behaviour.
You know, I'm going to try as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Because I want to be happy and I want Buster to be happy.
Next day, Victoria gets down to training. She pinpoints the root of his constant flow of pee.
I've noticed that you've got food in their bowls still. Now, if he can just go and eat dry food whenever he wants it, that means he's going to drink more water. More water means a fuller bladder. A fuller bladder means more pee.
A tasty combination diet of wet and dry food will make Buster less interested in foraging, and he'll drink less water.
Also, what you can do is when you go out, instead of water, you can leave a few ice cubes. They still quench their thirst, but they get it slowly, rather than lapping that water down and then feeling the desire to pee afterwards.
Keeping Buster's bladder as empty as possible is a priority.
I want you to adopt a schedule where you take him out to pee every 3 hours. And here is a little clock.
Right, okay.
And every 3 hours, you're going to hear this. Buster, toilet time.
If Natalie and Dave take Buster outside to wee regularly, it should deter him from marking inside the house.
Buster, toilet time. Buster, toilet time.
Over the next few days, Buster's bladder sees plenty of action outside the house.
Well, that's 3 weeks we've had.
2 weeks later, Victoria returns to see if her new regime has broken Buster's and Natalie's bad habits.
Tell me how it's been going.
It's been going really well. He's not weeing so much in the house.
Okay.
He's weed twice since you were last here.
Okay, so that's a massive improvement, isn't it? Because it's not, he was weeing every day, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Do you feel like your relationship's changed with your dogs a little bit?
Definitely, 120% it's changed and it's more positive. I'm enjoying him and I don't think I really enjoyed him before. I just mothered him and wanted to smother him.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.